Welcome to a very special episode of Rotmg Discord history. Many Discords have come and gone over the years, some though have gone out with a bang, or survived at least one major attack. Today, we're looking at all the Discords that have been nuked and how. Lost Halls Hideout. Starting out with the oldest Discord on this list, LHH was a Lost Halls 1.0 server which rose to prominence and competed with Pop Halls on SBC, before the Peach servers were even made. At some point, the owner wanted out and decided to try and sell the server. He wouldn't be the last one to try. This didn't sit well with the developer, so he nuked the Discord and rallied support for a second LHH, transferring people to the new server. Summary: 3,000 members banned. Madpeach Servers. Madpeach is infamous nowadays for what he did to his own servers, LHZ, the Shadows, and EDZ. But few people know that his Discords got nuked in stages. First, there were mass bans after a crazy client leak. We saw around 2,000 gamers banned across all three servers. Next, all three servers merged into the hub, seeing the deletion of the Shadows with 30,000 members, LHZ with 15,000 members, and EDZ with 9,000 members in the worst move ever made in Discord history. The hub fell off in activity shortly after release and only got around 15,000 members, which prompted Madpeach to, of course, delete the server. Before deleting, his last words to the community were, "This server is getting deleted in 5 minutes. The toxic community of Rotmg does not deserve all the work I've been putting into setting these servers up. Hope you all enjoyed your stay. Goodbye." And everyone. Shadows with 30,000 members deleted, LHZ with 15,000 members deleted, EDZ with 9,000 members deleted, and the hub again with 15,000 members deleted. Dungeoneer 1.0. Dungeoneer, like EDZ, was an all-dungeon server. As the two previous Discords, Dungeoneer also suffered from bad leadership, as the owner just deleted the server one day without consulting anyone. Luckily, the server has 2 successors, and the owner keeps asking for credit in the latest one. Summary: 3,000 members lost. Thicket Gang. Thicket Gang, as the name suggests, ran thickets. This time, a developer called Jungwoo used the spot to nuke the server very early in its history. Luckily, some people still wanted to run thickets for whatever reason, so the Discord was rebuilt afterwards. Summary: 1,000 members banned. Pest Control. Main Nest Discord might have had one of the most memorable nukes to date. To set up, the owner was a teenager and got manipulated by an e-dating Discord server admin to give him ownership of the server and rebrand it. That resulted in a crazy mix between raiding and e-dating. Well, the owner quickly realized this was a terrible mistake, and he helped his disgruntled staff nuke the server before they went off and made the new Pest Control without him. Summary: 15,000 members banned. Fungal Cavern, nuke number 1. Remember the first Discord on the list? The first Fungal Cavern Discord died in a very similar way. Basically, the owner, who had put in very little effort to begin with, got tired of the game and wanted to sell the server. Staff tried to convince him otherwise, but it was too late. The Discord got sold, and it got nuked to the ground by those people who bought it. The possible silver lining to the story, though, is that the money was probably charged back, and the owner never saw a penny. Summary: 3,000 members banned. Fungal and Crystal Cavern, nuke number 2. The second Fungal Discord also had nuke, even if it wasn't fatal this time. As Thicket Gang before, the same shady developer used the inexperience of the owner, yes, that is me, to talk his way into the position of developer. Once he thought he was alone, he started his nuke, but he was caught midway. This only resulted in 700 out of 1,000 members, so 1/3 of the server, getting banned by this nuke. Luckily, the server grew back fast and is still popping off now. Summary: 700 out of 1,000 members banned. Cults Only, double nuke. Cults Only had the most turbulent history any Discord had ever had, cycling through 4 owners and suffering 2 major nukes. Originally founded by Quan, the man infamous for founding unsuccessful Discords, the server, which was inspired by NBC only, actually worked out. But soon, Quan was well out of power, meaning LolPlay GT took over the server. Sadly, the staff realized too late he was but a kid and not really fit for the role, so they also tried to vote him out. But this only resulted in him deleting the server, meaning they had to rebuild, this time under Sylar. Soon, he got bored too, meaning he sold the server this time. Luckily, the developer was able to buy it back, and so the server was rebranded as Malice. What a crazy ride. Summary: first server with 3,000 members lost. Second server, several thousand members lost. Wonderland nuke. Wonderland was a high requirement Discord founded by Sui, an old Max FRL, as a successor to that server. Yep, we're getting back into the controversial territory. The Discord started strong, but slowly faded into obscurity over time, partially thanks to the owner losing interest. Despite some members wanting to revive it, the owner decided to delete all channels after getting high, which is the first time a nuke was performed while high, and also no members banned. In any case, this resulted in the foundation of Null as a successor to Wonderland, marking the end of Wonderland until Null got nuked too. Wow. Summary: first channels deleted. Divinity. As you might remember from the O3 Discord history video, this server was one of the first O3 Discords. The server was also notorious for having famous hackers as well as griefers on staff, on top of receiving allegations for duping runes and deckers. As you might expect, having people like that as staff is a risk, so the servers got nuked 3 times by different people of the staff team. The third one finally banning all members and ending the server for good. Summary: 8,000 members banned. Null nuke. As teased before, Null was the successor to Wonderland, which also got nuked. This is the most recent nuke and therefore documented very well. Controversy with the owner and his ex caused a mass exodus of staff, which led to him ultimately leaving and choosing another controversial successor, which is why not all staff returned. In this chaos, an original co-owner, Preed, who had been banned, seized the opportunity and keylogged one of the remaining admins. With that access, he waited patiently until the new owner was certainly offline and proceeded to use the time frame to nuke the server to 0. Luckily for Null, half the people have rejoined the server. The rest have quit the game. Or something. I don't know. Summary: 21,000 was banned. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this very special and hopefully a bit more fun episode of Rotmg Discord history. Shout out to the people I interviewed: Wakez, Electromic, Marvin, Breed, Herdidi, YBY, and Luppiy. Next video, we will be taking a closer look at the older Discords, with the history of Rotmg raids. Outside, I am working on the Shadows and Fame Train Discord history, so you can expect those in February, I hope at least. Support the channel by leaving a like and subscribing, as well as sharing the video to anyone who might be interested. This has been it from me. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.